What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Board Game Sensei YouTube channel. I'm your boy Nick, and welcome back to the dojo, guys. We are finally down to my numbers 10 to 1. I'm looking forward to showing you guys today. Look, if you like what you see, just go ahead, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, and let's just go ahead and get started. Let's go to my number 10. For my number 10, we have Great Western Trail. Now, look, Great Western Trail is a worker placement game where you are a shepherd, I guess you could say, and you're taking your sheep and you're shearing the sheep and you're getting money for them. Hey, it's also a deck building game, and you guys know I love deck building over here. And man, I absolutely enjoy Great Western Trail. If you haven't played Great Western Trail, let me encourage you to go pick it up. There's 3 iterations. You have the Wild Wild West, you have Argentina, and then you have Great Western Trail, New Zealand. It is my favorite one out of the 3 because it's the only one I've really played. But that's Great Western Trail, New Zealand. Go try it. Go give it a shot. I know when I tried it, I was scared of it because it looked so big, it looked so grand. But honestly, it wasn't that hard to get to the table. That's my number 10. That is Great Western Trail. Now let's move on to my number 9, and I love this game. Let's go on to it. And for my number 9, we have The Witcher Old World. Guys, this is probably, this is probably my favorite Witcher game. Now, I've played the video games, and I love Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, and The Witcher Old World is absolutely fantastic. It's a game where you're on an adventure. It has a little bit of, like, you're drawing cards to tell a story. You're fighting monsters. You're fighting other Witchers. This game just blows my mind on how well they did it. I mean, from legendary monsters to monster trails to the Wild Hunt. I mean, The Witcher Old World is just fantastic. If you haven't played The Witcher Old World, let me encourage you. I'm gonna tell you to pick all these up because we are at the cream of the crop of the games that I love of all time, and The Witcher Old World has just shot to the top. My number 9, Witcher Old World, such a great game. Now, if you don't know what you're doing in Witcher, you're pretty much going on an adventure. Now, it's not a story game; it's a competitive game where you're trying to get, I believe, to the top of the track. There, you're by either fighting other Witchers or by fighting monsters and beating them, or by doing what Witchers do. And man, I could talk for hours about this, but I don't have time to talk for hours about the Witcher Old World. But that's The Witcher Old World. That's my number 9. Now let's go on to my number 8. And man, the higher we get, the more excited I get about these games. I had to make sure I was charging up my mic. So now hopefully you guys can hear me a little bit better, or it's a little bit more clear here. So for my number 8, we have Townsfolk Tussle. Now, I love boss battlers, whether it be on card games, board games, video games, phone games. I love boss battlers probably just as much as I like deck building, right? But Townsfolk Tussle is, to me, the peak boss battler. I mean, you go through 4 different boss fights or 5 different boss fights, however long you want to do it, and there's different characters in the game. There's different bosses that you can fight in the game, and man, Townsfolk Tussle gives me that Mickey Mouse Steamboat Willie type art style boss battler type game, which with an adult theme. Let's get it straight, right? It's a little bit more than just a Steamboat Willie type, Walt Disney type of style, Looney Tunes maybe type style of game. It's there's more to it, and boy is this fun from the town phase all the way to the boss battles. The times I've played this game, I mean, there's not been one time where I haven't enjoyed it, right? From the different characters you can be to the different bosses you can fight. This is just the expansion. I mean, the base game is up there on the Calyx shelf there, but man, there's so much I can say about Townsfolk Tussle. I just can't do it justice. I mean, it's so good. I mean, I can't wait to get this one back to the table, and this is one I'm going to get back pretty often this year. So that's my number 8. That's Townsfolk Tussle. Now, number 7, I like this game. So we all know about Cole Worley's Root, right? Root is a game that has been out since 2018. No, wait a minute. Yeah, I think. Wait a second. Give me a second here. Was it 2018? I don't think it was. Maybe it's 2020, something like that. Anyways, I know it's been out for a little bit here, and
Root is an awesome war game, and you wouldn't think that this would be a war game, but let me tell you, it's a war game that is mean. And I think I played this more on the mobile version than I have the tabletop version. But when I did play with this with my gaming group, I had an absolute blast with it because you are just one of these woodland creatures, and you're trying to really conquer the woods with these creatures. And there's tons and tons of expansion content for this game that just can allow you to keep on digging into roots. But man, just the base game, you have a lot here that you can enjoy for just for a long time. I mean, you have the same gaming group, and now I will say there's a little bit of a learning curve, right? So the person learning the game, if you do learn it with or teach it rather to other people, I mean, you have to teach the game with the factions over and over and over again. That can be kind of tiresome. But if you get that one gaming group to where they know the rules, they know the factions, you will have a great time playing Groot, and that's why it's my number 7. Now let's go on to my number 6, and we are getting closer to the cream of the crop. So let's go to number 6. Now my number 6 is a solo game that, man, I wish I played it more. I wish I had more time to play it, right? Because it's not necessarily a campaign, but you can sit down in one session. I mean, I don't know how long one session of this game would be. It'd probably take you at least 12, maybe 10 hours, right? Something like that. But I know one session takes me about probably 2 hours to play because, the thinkiness of this game is so good. The the theme is absolutely amazing. And let me just go ahead and show you my number 6. And you guys probably already saw it as the camera was moving and as it was following me around here. But it's Hoplomachus Victorum. Guys, Chip Theory Games does so well when it comes to a game where the theme is so well integrated into the game where you feel like you are in the setting of that game. Like, honestly, it feels like you're playing a video game when you play Chip Theory's games. Hoplomachus Victorum is one of those games where when you get it out and you put it to the table, even if you lose, and even if you've played for 3 hours, 2 sessions, whatever, you want to play again. You want to set it back up. You want to play again. I'm very grateful that this isn't a campaign game, because if it was, I don't think it would have the staying power that it does in my collection. I mean, it's just so good. You pick a champion, you play through three is it eras? Yeah, 3 eras, I guess you could call it, 3 chapters of this champion to get to the final boss and to beat the boss. And man, is this a fun experience. And that's what I'm going to call it. It's an experience more than it is a game. But there is nothing negative I have to say about Chip Theory's games. Actually, I have their 20 strong game. I have another game that's going to come up on my list that's on my number 1. That's why I haven't mentioned it yet. But I mean, you think of their category, it could be any one of them, right? But I play 20 strong. I have 20 strong Tanglewood, which I'm looking forward to getting to the table and trying out. But man, is this game a blast. So that's my number 6. That's Hoplomachus Victorum. Now my number 5, I just got this year. And the fact that it's on my number 5 spot surprises me. But it surprises me to an extent, because I told you guys I love boss battlers. But this boss battler has done something for me that I didn't think would. Let's go to my number 5. My number 5 game, Grim Coven. This was my most anticipated game of 2025. It was. I would not stop looking at content that was sent to other creators. I would not stop looking at pictures of this game. And when I got it out, when it came on the doorstep of my home, I was super excited. I learned it right away. I got it to the table that following weekend or the weekend after that. I can't remember when. But man, is Grim Coven such a great boss battle. If you guys know me at all, I love Awaken Rims board games. They bring to me an experience that really no other board game. Let's be honest, no any other board gaming company, right? Any other board gaming company can't do. I'm obviously over exaggerating, maybe just a little bit, right? But it seems that they can't do an experienced board game like Awaken Rims does. Every time you get an Awaken Rims game to the table, you're always going to have a good time. Maybe not. Some people don't like Awaken Rims. I love them. I mean, that's pretty much most of my collection, right? Is Awaken Rims. But when you get them to the table, you're going to spend 3, 4, 5 hours playing Awaken Realms board games, and when you do it, you have a good time every time you get it. I can't tell you how many times that I played Nemesis. I can't tell you. I can't tell you how many times I played Nemesis, lost, and still wanted to play it again. Grim Coven is one of those games where you get it out to the table, and even if you lose, you want to play it again because there's so much to explore. They did so well that I don't know. The first play shot it up. I played enough Awaken Realms games where I can say that even on the first play of this, the number 5 spot, it's worth it. It's worth putting this on the number 5 spot. And by the way, that's of all time. By the way, that's of all time, right? Not just 2025, but of all time. So look, guys, if you haven't gotten in Awaken Realms Grim Coven yet, I pity you. I do, but I'm just kidding, obviously. But it is a fantastic game. Great boss battler. As a matter of fact, that's why it's higher than Townsfolk Tussle, right? Because this one offers so much more. But Townsfolk Tussle is still good. That's why it's on my number 10, number 8, right? But Grim Coven, number 5 spot. I could talk about this game for days. We have 4 more to go through, so I can't do that. So let's go to my number 4. And number 4 is still really good too. So at this point, you should know that I'm a Lord of the Rings fan. And obviously, Lord of the Rings was going to make it on my top 10 list one way or the other. And Lord of the Rings, the living card game. There's a reason I keep coming back to this game. There's a reason this game makes my list year after year after year. It's because it's just, not only is it the IP, right? I'm maybe a little bit biased of the IP, but it's just a fantastic, again, experience. Fantasy Flight Games has done so well with the Lord of the Rings, the living card game. Now, obviously, it's not living anymore, right? They've just reprinted a lot of stuff, but I have tons of content just right in front of you, right what you see here, right on your phone or wherever you're watching YouTube. I mean, it's just so good. You can literally play through all 3 books right on your table. And let me tell you, when I get this out, even when this is another one of those games, when you lose, you want to pick it back up. You want to play again. You want to shuffle back up. It's that easy to shuffle back up and play. This is a different type of deck building type game, right? This is a deck construction, I guess you could say, game where if you lose, you know where you messed up. Now you can fix it up a little bit, and you can beat that chapter the way it needs to be beat. And man, I love the Lord of the Rings, and I don't think this one is going anywhere. At least it's not ever going to cross out of my top 10, and I believe that. I really do. But I'm looking forward to trying some other Lord of the Rings games this year even, and we'll just see what happens. But man, Lord of the Rings living card game is fantastic. If you guys haven't played yet, I'd love to play with you. I mean, I would. I mean, call me up. I'll play with you online. Whatever you want to do, I'll play with you. I will FaceTime you, and I will play the Lord of the Rings the living card game with you on FaceTime. But man, you guys should try this one out. It's really good. And that's my number 3, and that's the Lord of the Rings living card game. Now, number 2 and number 1. No, wait. That's my number 4. That's my number 4. I'm sorry. My number 4. My number 3, my number 2, and my number 1 all could have fought for the number 2 spot, right? But they lined up just perfectly, I think. So let's go to my number 3 game, and that is, oh, that's my number 4. Look at me. I'm just, anyways. Let's just move on, right? Let's just go. I know. Scythe. Some of you are saying, "Man, Scythe is your number 3 game of all time." Scythe is so old. It's It's from 2016, right? 18, 16. Anyways, one of those years. And you still like Scythe? Absolutely. I love Scythe. As a matter of fact, when I play it solo, when I play it multiplayer, I just have a great time. I even play this on my phone, for crying out loud. I love Scythe. It's just such a good game. 4X game. I mean, can you really call it 4X game? I don't know. I mean, there's a lot you're doing there, but I mean, you have mechs, you have your little faction that you're playing with, and the action selection system is just absolutely amazing. And it's a game that my gaming group enjoys. We don't play it enough. Let me be honest with you. We don't play Scythe enough. As a matter of fact, I really, really wish that we played Scythe more. And this is probably going to be the year where we play the games that we love more than new games, right? I mean, I have 73 games that are on my shelf of shame that I have not learned. 73, right? So I'm at least, now I know what you're saying. Nick, 73 unlearned games, you're not going to play one of them? Come on, guys. You know what I mean, right? I'm obviously going to play at least one game a month that's new, right? I'm going to try, right? But when we talk about buying new games, there's no need, right? I have 73 that I haven't even played, right? So why go searching for new games when you can play the ones that are already so good? And I have 73 that are potentially going to hit my top 10 of all time for 2026, right? So Scythe, my number 3 game. Again, y'all know what this game is. It's fantastic. It's got mechs. It's got factions. It's got the threat of war. So that's my number 3. Side. Now let's go to my number 2 and my number 1. And I'm super excited about this one. Let's go to number 2. So you remember when I told you I like chip theory games? And you remember when I told you I like their games because it reminds me of playing video games? I don't think I've ever told you this though. I love Elder Scrolls. I love Skyrim. I love the Lord of the Rings. I love the Elder Scrolls Online. And this, the Elder Scrolls Betrayal of the Second Era, slaps. It slaps. This is such a great game, from the character progression to just the different maps you can go to. And Chip Theory Games blew it out of the water with the Elder Scrolls Betrayal of the Second Era. And man, oh man, just like Hoplomachus Victorum, I'm so grateful that this isn't a campaign game, because that would just kill it for me just a little bit. But this is one you can play in 3 sessions, and you can just keep coming back to it, and keep coming back to it, and keep coming back to it. And it's just so good, right? So that's number 2, the Elder Scroll Betrayal of the Second Era. Look, that's all I'm going to say about this one. There's too much to say about this game. Go look it up. It is awesome. It's really good. There's so much content to this game already just in the base box. And Chip Theory Games has blown out of the water with this one. Now let's go to my number 1 and my favorite game of all time. My gaming group's probably favorite game of all time. Let's go to my final game. So we come to my number 1 board game of 2025, the all-time favorite edition, right? And that is Wonderland's War. Man, Wonderland's War is a game where you are drafting chits, right? You're not drafting dice. I almost said dice again, but you're drafting chits. Look, it's got area control, it's got area majority, it's got variable player powers, and every time we get Alice in the Wonderland to the table, we have an absolute blast. It's my gaming group's number 1 favorite game of all time, and it doesn't get old. It's a different game every time, and the powers are just, they work together so well. The chits work together so well. I got the deluxe version, so you know that this game is pretty on the table. I'll show you some pictures here on the screen here. But man, like I said, I wish I got these games to the table more often, because these games are the games that would stay in my collection for a very long time. And that is my 10 games of all time. Now, what's the goal from here this year for me and my gaming group? I've set some goals here. So the goal is I don't want to buy a new game this year. That's my goal. I have 73 games that I have not played yet, and the goal is to at least play one a month, right? So, I mean, that still leaves me with what, 60, well, let's see, 12 months, 61, 60 games to play for the remainder of the other years. And look, man, board gaming is such a great hobby. And we don't need to buy more games when our shelf is full of games that we haven't even played yet, right? So my goal this year is to play more of my games that are on my shelf already and get the games that I love back to the table so I can have more experience with them. And the more you play them, and then instead of buying new games, just build on top of the games you already have. Get the expansions, make it longer, make it last longer in your collection. That's a whole nother video. I'm gonna talk about that next week. But I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you guys for joining me. I'll see you next time.